Hello. Guys, it has been too long. Look, I'm gonna let people flow in. Okay, there's some people here. Guys, it's been too long. Okay, I know I haven't been streaming. I I can explain. Okay? I can explain. I've been busy. I have been working and I've been doing freelance jobs. I can explain. Uh Today we're going to be aquascaping a tank from start to finito. And I've been playing League of Legends. The new season came out. I am Silver 1 currently. I've won 10 games, lost 2 or 3, which has been extraordinary. Um, so yeah, just letting my friend know that he can tune in. All right. So yeah, I've been busy. I haven't been playing any Minecraft. Been playing some League, and then I've been working. I just don't feel like streaming League. Like when I play ranked, I just want to try hard, and I don't want to stream it. It's just what it is. Just what it is, boys. All right. So hey Matt, good to see you, brother. All right, we're gonna be doing some stuff today. Let me set up the stream real quick. I think this capture. Nope, that's close. Nope. Oh, I'm still here. Okay, we're just gonna have to edit this capture because I don't have a scene for this. So let's do this. Whoa! Whoa! All right. That's pretty good. Okay, let's zoom out. Yes. Excellent. And then let's put on autofocus. And let's whoa, that color intensity is a little much. All right, we'll do that. I think I have it cropped. All right. We're going to do this. Hopefully this doesn't bother you. We're going to do that. All right. So I've been saving up for about 3 weeks to get a new fish tank. I love fish. I keep tropical fish, freshwater mostly, or currently all of them are brackish or freshwater. Hold on. All right. Currently all of them are freshwater. Put my medicine away. All right, this is the space we're going to be working with today, next to the spoon. And I can push this monitor back out of the way. Excellent. So as you see, let me open up. So this is the tank I have now. This is a Plakat Beta. He is gorgeous. His name is Cardamom, and like the spice. And I set up this tank in June. I went to Target, or not Target, I went to Petco and just bought a really cheap 2.5 gallon. You can get these for about $10. And they are really nice betta tanks if you are in a pinch. They work well for that. I think betta fish need a little bit more space than the 2.5, which is why it is time to upgrade. I mean, you can probably see all the algae. There's some algae. Not that algae is bad for fish. Algae is good for fish because it removes waste out of the water. It produces oxygen. It just looks bad, but it's good for fish. So this is my desk lamp. This is how I light it usually. I have live plants in here. We got some dwarf hair grass that isn't doing too hot because it's not getting quite enough light. I got a golden pothos in this corner, just cutting that I'm just propagating. And then over here we got an Amazon sword that needs to be pruned. All the plants in here need to be pruned pretty heavily. And so what we're going to do is take everything out of this tank, heater, plants, decor. We're going to put them all on in a 5-gallon bucket, what needs to be in a 5-gallon bucket, what needs to remain wet. We're going to take everything else, dry it, rinse it under room temperature water, put it on a towel, figure out what we want to move to the next tank, and then we're going to put stuff in the new tank. And I'm going to try to do it all on stream. It usually takes me an hour, 15 minutes. So that is what I hope I can finish it today. I also got some new shrimp today. Let's see if I can pull up a video of these shrimp that I got today. Can I full screen this? I can't full screen this. That's a bummer. Huh. Okay, I can't full screen the video. I have it over Facebook, but I can't full screen it. Let me just open it on my phone. And we're going to try that real quick. Anyway, I do have multiple tanks. So right now, I've got 2 5-gallons, a 10, 2.5, and I've got a 5-gallon cube. And I basically love the 5-gallon cube so much that I'm going to replace this 2.5 with Cardi in it. I'm going to replace it with a 5-gallon cube. I bought the 5-gallon cube today when I went to the fish store. And so that's what we're going to be doing, is replacing it with that. I'll talk a little bit more about it as we go. Just trying to get everything warmed up here. So here's the video. So this is my other tank that's behind me. It has orange carbon shrimp in it. You can see there. Look how bright and orange those guys are. Super beautiful. And then I have a veiltail betta in there. So that tank is looking really nice. Once the plants grow in, it's going to look like phenomenal. So I can't wait for that to grow in. Okay, I'm going to get everything, bring it over here. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some music going because there is going to be some time when I'm just going to be working away from the mic. I'm not going to be talking, or if I talk, you guys are going to have to turn me up because it's going to be like really quiet. So I'm just going to put on some Pokemon music. Kind of quiet like. Hopefully it won't be too loud. Should be fine for you guys. And yeah, let's be right back. I'm gonna go grab some basic material to get started, and we'll get her underway. Yeah, if getting fish seems intimidating, or like you don't think you want to keep fish, try keeping shrimp. And it sounds really weird because when I first started keeping shrimp, I was like, shrimp are disgusting. They're like these freaking crustacean looking things. But if you can find a really nice species of shrimp, like velvet blues, bamboo shrimp, freshwater designer shrimp, we call them. They don't get very big, and they are so fun to watch. They like clean things, and it's really, really fun to watch. So if you're not really into fish, even try snail and shrimp. They're really fun pets too. All right, be right back. All right, so if you want to keep fish, like I just saw Matt write in chat, you need to get this. In my opinion, if you're just getting started, I wish somebody would have told me this. All right, this is the thing right here. Okay, this is a 4-gallon cube by Sapporo. You can get them online or through your local fish store. They are $30. Okay, they are 4 gallons. They're what we call a rimless cube. So they don't have any rims anywhere on the tank. The whole tank is just glass and silicone, and they're very easy to clean. 4 gallons, super perfect for most tropical fish. You know, betta fish, killifish, guppies, shrimp, snails, dwarf rainbow fish, rice fish, mollies, you know, any of those fish, German blue rams, apistos, all of them, 4 gallons is fine. Dwarf pea puffers, especially if you just want one. If you just want like one apistogramu, one German blue ram, one betta. The 4-gallon cube is 10 inches by 10 inches by 10 inches. Awesome, awesome tank. So let me go get scissors. We're going to open this up. So we're going to be moving stuff into here. And I also got some new substrate and rocks. So I'm going to go grab that too. I need to rinse it off at some point. But be right back. Let's go grab that. Alright, this is the substrate. I'm using Fluval Stratum. This is very expensive substrate. I'm only going to be using about half of this, and I'll store the other half, and I have some, like, sand as well. Alright, so while I'm taking this off, I'll talk a little bit about pricing of stuff. If you want to do a setup like this, in most places in the US, a 4-gallon cube setup, I would say would cost you about $110, just over, a little over 110. With fish under 150, you can almost do any fish you want. Like, you could get a fancy plakat betta like that. You can basically do whatever you want. So yeah, as you see, no rims, and it comes with this little foam piece for the bottom. It's just a piece of black foam, and we're going to be putting that under the tank so it'll help support the weight on the table. But yeah, these things are gorgeous. Let's go ahead and move this 2.5 out of the way and put this in its permanent spot. Okay, so my table is actually a little uneven here because it's plastic. It is an older table and it's kind of worn down, so I'm going to be using some pieces of paper to kind of level it out as close as possible. Alright, so we'll go right there like that. I'm using some of the packaging from Hot Wheels ID just to help level this area out a little bit, because it's not that level. You can probably see. I mean, it's okay. I don't mind it being a little off, but it does help when I'm filling up water if it's kind of level. I think I actually can get a level on my phone. Oh, my phone's like dead. That's not happening. So yeah, if I take this box apart and I can fold pieces, I can like, I don't really care about the integrity of a Hot Wheels ID box. I can get some pieces. Okay. That'll be pretty level. When this is filled with water, it'll probably weigh around 20 pounds. So it won't be too bad. All right, we're ready to actually start scaping. All right, that sticker's not going to come off as easy. I have a razor blade. We'll get that off in some downtime. All right. So the first thing I want to do is grab my rocks. We call that hardscape. And I want to imagine how it's going to live in the space. And we're going to go from there with the substrate. So let's go ahead and get the rocks I want to use. I don't think I want to use any of these rocks. I just got these rocks out of my yard, the one in the 2.5, to be honest. I just went out in my yard, grabbed some rocks, and yeah, I mean, they looked okay for a while, but I'm ready to upgrade. So I picked up some rocks at the local fish store. Let me go rinse them off real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, rocks have been rinsed. So now I want to imagine what the final product is. And what's going to be weird about this one is I want it to look good from the front of the desk and from where I see it, which is this side. So I've got to do it to where it leads diagonally to the back of the tank. So I got to think of it like a side of a hill, because nature typically, like, fish don't stay in flat areas. Usually there's some variation. So I want it to start low. I want it to go up, but I want it to go up in the back corner, back right corner. So that's what I'm thinking of. This is the first one. So I'm just going to imagine how they look right now in the space. I got one more smaller one. So these are just pieces of a rough kind of lava rock material. They have a lot of texture, like a lot of little areas in them, which is really good for bacterial growth. Alright, so what I want to do is have a path right here. So what's going to happen is you guys can't see it quite from the same angle I can. Alright. So basically what's going to happen is there's going to be a middle section here that is medium, kind of medium height and low height. So front ground, middle ground, and then back here will be higher, and it'll be the background, if that makes sense. I'm going to be putting a male betta in there, male betta fish. He's right behind it. If you can see the red and yellow fish back here. So that's pretty nice. I like that. Oh yeah, 2.6. Yeah, that's what I'm moving away from a 2.5. You can see the 2.5 behind. I'm upgrading from the 2.5 to the 4, which I love these 4-gallon cubes. They're so much fun. Okay, so I think I'm happy with this. I know it's hard for you guys to see what I see, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is grab one of the rocks out of here and place it here so I can use less substrate. It's one of the rocks. Alright, and now I'm going to go get some of the activated substrate I have. It's basically tiny pebbles. I'm going to be pouring that in here to get that initial shape I want. Alright. So, this is just some random activated substrate I got at Petco. It's just aquarium gravel. Super Naturals premium aquarium substrate. I don't think it's that good of a substrate. It's basically just tiny rocks, which is not what you want for substrate. Okay, so I'm only using this to fill space. Okay. It's a good start. I'm gonna brush this around and get it how I want it. there's a hole right here under this rock. I want to make sure it gets filled now, or like packed with substrate. Otherwise, later it's just gonna fall. This is a brush tool. You can get them for aquascaping. They're really cheap, like $2. They help out. You're able to move stuff around a little easier. You can use your finger. You know, you can use a paintbrush. A lot of people like using paintbrushes. Alright, we're done with the preliminary. So next we can put in the nicer substrate. It looks better from this way. See, there you go. Now you can actually see some of the like shapes that I'm putting in there, and how it's like leaning up. Like these points are kind of pointing, these parts are kind of pointing up. And how it's like, this is the low ground, and this stuff will back here will be where Obi-Wan will be. He'll have the high ground, so yeah. Alright, this stuff is really expensive. It's called Fluval Stratum. It is the best, in my opinion, the best substrate in the market. Seachem is also really good. I've used both. So this bag was like $14, and it's not that much. It's like 2 pounds, 3 pounds, so. It'll go a long way though. I'll probably only use a quarter of it. Just kind of brushing it around. I don't need a lot down here, so we'll just kind of brush it up a little. Back here, I'm going to be putting the filter as well. Alright, I spilled some on the table, which I figured was going to happen. I don't have a funnel, so I'm going to try to clean some of this up. Alright, it's coming together nice. Now comes the not as fun part. I need to take everything out of that tank that I want to put in here, which is going to be most of the plants, a few cups of substrate, because I want to keep cycled medium. If you don't know what cycled medium is, basically that substrate has bacteria that is good, and I need it to be in this one, so I need to get some of that bacteria into here, and dry everything out. And let's go ahead and grab the fish and get him out too. All right. Using this razor blade to get the sticker off. Don't you hate that when it pulls off and the glue is still on there? I'm so angry. What the heck? Alright, let's go ahead and grab Cardamon. We're going to put him here. Gotcha that time. He is a gorgeous boy. Don't want to stress him out too long, but he'll only be out of the water or out there a few minutes, so it'll be fine. Okay. This is a golden pothos. I think all those roots are still healthy, so we're just going to leave that as it is. Foam filter. I'm going to keep the sponge filter back here. Okay. All right, so let's grab the plants. Well, we got the heater. Little heater. Okay, I know that doesn't look that good, but plants will grow around it, so it'll be fine. Little heater there. Okay, this is a freshwater lily. We'll be holding on to that. Java fern, if anyone's interested, Java fern. Amazon sword. Alright, I just went ahead and replanted it. This is just a little frog ornament I have. I think it's cute. I don't know if I'm going to use it right now, but it's cute. Alright, up next are a few more of the more delicate plants. So I'm going to be focusing really hard on making sure that they live properly, okay? It's called a dwarf bronze crypt. Just going to be replanting these as I go where I think they should go. Kind of planted them in the crevices between the rocks here. Very common plant. Alright, so the next plant I'm going to be getting to is dwarf hairgrass, which is one of the most delicate plants I deal with. So I'm going to be focusing really hard on planting every strand of hairgrass. To do that, I need to put some water in here, enough to plant them in, so I'm going to do that real quickly. Just got a cup I use for water changes real quick. The water's gonna look dirty because of all the dust from the substrate, but it'll clear up. Alright, that's good enough. It also helps have tweezers for this. Let me grab my tweezers. Tweezers help an incredible amount for this. So let's do this. Trying to help it so you guys can see. Yeah, you can probably see what's going on here. Dwarf hair grass. So this is a very slow rooting plant. So what I'm doing is digging up the root system and very gently moving it and then pushing it down in the substrate and just leaving it. It is very gentle and it takes 2 or 3 weeks for that root system to grab onto dirt. So this stuff will be prone to moving for a few weeks. Okay, this is a great example of what it'll eventually do, is it'll eventually create little sprouts that will go off and create strands of hair. So it's called, grass, called hair grass. Very slow growing plant. Here's another example of some shoots. So you see how it's like a line of grass. Need a little bit more in order for everything to sink in the way I want it. Still just moving hair grass into place here. Let's not forget the little snail. Sorry, you can't really see him. He's just a little black mystery snail. Put him in there. So this is like one of the reasons I got into it. I know it looks like garbage right now. Give it a month and it'll look incredible. This stuff is going to like enjoy the substrate so much. The dwarf hair grass is just going to spread out and get like 2-3 inches tall. It's going to look like a yard, you know. Alright, I think I got all the hair grass. We're just finishing up here. Okay. I think there's one more crypt in there. But I'm not going to bother. I do have some larger crypts I want to put in there. Cardamom, don't jump. It's getting a little angsty. Right. Let me get my larger crypts, and then we're ready to fill it up and do a water change, and then fill it up finally. Okay, large crypts. This is what they look like. Okay, I've got a few more. Let me go get those. These things grow like weeds, so I've got a lot of them. Okay, I think we're good to fill it up and do a test run. And then clean up stuff. We'll pop this in here. Alright, let me go get some water, some dechlorinated water, and we're gonna fill it up. No time flat. I'll let you guys look at Cardi while we wait here. Okay, I've got a 5-gallon bucket full, basically full of water. Five-gallon bucket, basically full. So we should be able to fill this up and then do a % water change and then still be good. Let's move my towel. Alright, I think we're good to go. pouring the water in from up here so that it doesn't bother the hair grass. Is that the snail? Yeah, it is. That's a snail. So while this is settling a little, let's plug in the filter, the sponge filter. Very beautiful. All right, I'm going to let this set up a little bit. It's starting to get better already. It'll get better very quickly. So I'm going to let this clear up. I'm going to do some cleaning. So I will be AFK. I can read chat. If you guys want to say anything in chat, say what's up. I'm here. And we're going to get Cardi back in here very soon. Yeah, dude, that's my favorite part. It's like, you ever woke up in the morning and, like, he was talking about how the dust is settling and how it's, like, coming into view. It's kind of like when you wake up in the morning at, like, 6 a.m. and the sun is just rising and it's really foggy. I lived on a lake, so I could look out across the lake and it would just be this orange glow. And then as the sun got higher, the fog went lower and lower until it was nothing. It didn't go it didn't dissipate upwards. Like, it dissipated towards the ground, kind of like dust settling. And it's really cool. Like, it never gets old kind of seeing that. It's pretty neat. Just cleaning up the workspace here. It's starting to really come together. I can't wait till the hair grass like starts getting green. And I left some hair grass in this 2.5 I need to get out because I'm going to end up selling that 2.5. I'll sell like that and some plants as a bundle on like Marketplace and make some money. And then all of these plants on this side, you can't really see them because of the light. There you go. So all these plants around the heater and stuff here, they'll get another inch and a half, 2 inches taller. So it'll look like this is a bank with tall plants, and then this area will stay really short with short plants. So it'll have some depth to it. It'll be nice. I think it'll be nice. Might have to get a stronger light for this tank. Dwarf hairgrass can be really picky. Alright. I think we're good to release Cardi, and I'll keep doing like little water changes for the next maybe half an hour. Alright, let's release the hounds. See how he likes his new space. And let me get my other 5-gallon bucket. We're going to do some small water changes. So when we started today, this was at the store. We started the stream an hour 15 ago. And I think we did pretty good for an hour 15 worth of work. Escaping a tank. It's pretty good. I think it looks nice. And of course, like, a month from now, I think it'll really blow your mind. Got the sponge filter going. Got Cardi in there. He's looking good. The water's not as dirty as it looks. It's just little particles of dust from the dirt. Look at Cardi, he's such a show off. Alright, let's go ahead and fill it back up. I know my music. I know the music just stopped. I don't want to fill it up anymore because he's a jumper. And I'm pretty sure he would try to jump out. So we're just going to leave it like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, turtles will do that. I mean, fish, man, betta fish can be really bad about that. I've had um I've had like 6 betta over the past 3 or 4 years, and this one is the only one that I have that jumps. All the other ones are good little fish. They don't jump. This one, he jumps. And he likes to jump. But he's also probably one of the prettiest betta fish I have or have ever had. He's very gorgeous fish. All right, so now I just gotta put in fertilizers every day and let the tank do its thing. I mean, there's nothing else really for me to do. Um, Turn on the light every day when I get home from work. Turn it off before I go to sleep. That's about it. It'll do its thing. It looks really good from this angle. Like, I can't turn it right now, but I think that's my favorite. I mean, it looks good from this angle too, but I think this one is like the best angle. But yeah, once the plants grow in and stuff, it's going to be really nice. And like, this is just a cheap webcam. Like, I need to take an actual video and upload it. So maybe we'll do that. I'll do that in mid-February or something. Yeah, I'll take a video of all my tanks. Because I know I've got like a few people that are interested. I think they're fun to make. It's so fun to film fish because they're not like people that are aware they're being filmed. They're just doing their own little thing, and it's really nice to film them. Man, he looks so good in there. It's awesome. I love it. I know that Cardamon's gonna love it. Like, this is a betta's dream. It's like a dream luxury bedroom. Um, yeah, it looks amazing from this angle. And this other tank I have over here looks really good too. Let me see if I can show that. I can't get close enough for you to actually see it. I mean, you can kind of see it. I've got a 4-gallon cube. You can see the betta fish in it. I've got the 4-gallon cube there. That one's looking really good too. Once the plants grow in there, it's going to look amazing. And then I got this 4-gallon cube. The betta in it. Because they're my favorite betta setups. The 4-gallon cubes just are so perfect for a betta. If you're a betta guy, or grill, then yeah, I think the 4 gallons are so nice. And so it's like, it's not that expensive for the plants and everything. Like I said, like $120. Tank, fish, plants, rocks. It took me an hour and 30 minutes. I've been streaming an hour and 30 minutes. It took me an hour and 30 minutes to do it. I mean, it does help that I watch like aquascaping videos, so I kind of know what I'm doing. I know how I want the foreground and the background to exist. I understand like aquarium stuff, but it's not that hard to do. I think anybody could do something simple. It's really hard to go wrong with just getting a few rocks like this. Put the short ones in the front, the tall ones in the back. Same thing with plants. Short ones in the front, tall ones in the back. Fill it up with water and let your fish kind of do its thing. And yeah, I think it's kind of nice. I need to clean the inside glass. So like this tank is probably gonna have an algae bloom within the next 2 weeks. Usually, like after a tank is established, it algae blooms, and it's just something that happens in like every tank, and then it kind of gets over it. Like that 20-gallon I showed a minute ago, it's currently in that stage of like algae is just destroying it, and it makes me really sad. But there's nothing I can do about it. So hopefully this one has a little bit less of a algae deal. Like the little on my other 4-gallon didn't have an algae. It had a blue algae bloom the second month I had it set up, and I treated it and it got over it super fast. Like within a week it was gone. Because if you get algae, it can just wreak havoc on your plants. So really hoping that this one I get kind of lucky, because I'm using old plants that I don't really have to deal with algae. But it's very likely I will. Let's go ahead and fertilize this tank while I'm thinking of it. I use API CO2 Booster and Leaf Zone. Those are my two favorites back to back. Seachem Flourish is also really great. And I don't measure because I got an idea in my head how far it goes. Because these are not quite 10 gallons, so and overdosing just a little bit isn't going to kill anything. It might make algae grow like 5% faster, but it's not going to hurt anything. So. Oh, one more thing I want to put in this tank is Java moss. Yeah, just a little bit. And I think I have some Java moss in my room. So I need to go grab it. It's in one of my other tanks. So I'm going to take a few minute breather. Yeah, I'm going to take a minute breather, and I'm going to go cut some pieces of Java moss off, and I'm just going to put some around the rocks, because I think it'll really make the rocks pop. So yeah, be right back. I have a lot of Java moss. Alright. Little detail. Alright, I'm going to continue cleaning up. I'm just going to leave this on for a little bit. Hopefully you can just enjoy the background music and see my fish swim around for a little bit. Alright. I still need to clean around my house, but cleaned all the fish stuff I had going today. Alright, I'm just gonna leave Cardamom up here as we, he's eating, having a flake. So I'll leave that up here for a minute. $77. That's pretty good. Whatever he doesn't eat, the snails definitely will. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching the stream. This was something different, and I enjoyed it. I'll be keeping you guys up to date. If you don't follow me on Instagram, join my Discord. I'll give you my Instagram if you're curious. I sometimes post pictures of my fish stuff there. Sometimes. Not very often. But, yeah, you might be able to find something on there if you want to see some fish stuff. If not, there's a ton of great YouTubers out there that do fish-related stuff. Most of them are better at it than I am. Yeah, it's pretty fun, though. Pretty fun hobby. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next stream, which will hopefully be later in the week. We'll play some League or some Minecraft.